What's up, King from TriGames here, bringing you our first Indie Power Hour. Basically, this is where I play a game, an indie game for an hour, and I give you my review of it from that hour I played. Then I'll tell you if I'd play it more, and stuff like that. The first game I'm doing is Oh Wow, an RPG game by Desura user Domaniac. You can check him out at his website below in the description. I will also have his Desura link there as well, to the game, both the game and his profile. But this game, I've been following it for a while, which is why I chose it for the first one, because I was a tester for this game when it was originally brought to the internet. I contacted him and asked him if I could be a tester, and he was like, sure. So I've tested this game, but I haven't played it as a gamer. I've played it looking for things wrong with it, which is what I'm doing now, but in a different sense. So, here we go. The game is very interesting. It has a very unique fighting style for what it's made with. It's made with RPG Maker VX8, and if you've ever played an RPG Maker game, generally they are turn-based, Final Fantasy-esque, but this is more like a roguelike, or in terms of fighting style, like the original Zelda games, things like that. It's a lot of fun. It really is. There's the obvious three main fighting styles: mage, archer, and warrior. And you can get new items and stuff like that. So I really like the fighting style. It's something different that you don't really see in RPG Maker games. So I really like the fighting style. Now next is quests. There are a lot of interesting quests in this game. One of them, you go into a cellar to get this ale. You think you're just going in there to get ale. No, you're getting chased by what I'm assuming is some demon ghost thing, and it's really intense. Like the entire thing, you're just running for your life while this thing is slowly gaining on you, and it was quickly gaining on you, and it was pretty interesting. And then there's another one called a game of cat and mouse, where you do these puzzles to fight these three mice that are terrorizing the man who lives in the house above them. The game has a lot of interesting quests, and I really like it. There's a few issues with dialogue, obviously spelling errors, your, Y-O-U-R, needs to be Y-O-U-R-E, but other than that, there's not very many issues with it. The dialogue is pretty realistic, except for, of course, when it's like, press escape to do this, because you would never say that in real life. But that's a given. That's always gonna be there. There were some oddities. When there's a lot of goblins, and some of them are really difficult. They're just normal enemies. But the first boss you fight, which is this goblin guy, he goes down in, I don't know, 5 hits versus the normal goblins, 10 or so hits. So a little bit of balancing would be nice. There's also a few glitches that I wasn't too fond of. One where I would walk into an area that I thought was where I had to go for the next quest, and the guard said, path's blocked, go talk to the king. I try and walk to talk to the king. The path is broken. I can't, there's no input to allow me to walk back to where I came from to teleport. So that kind of bothered me. There's a few glitches like that, but other than that, the game seems pretty smooth. Overall, I really like the game. It's a little rough around the edges. There's a few things I don't like, as I mentioned a second ago, but I like it. It's got potential. Sadly, it's not being worked on anymore, but I am confident that whatever Domaniac is working on now is going to blow me out of the water. Because I really like this, and I understand, I've worked with RPG Maker before. It's very limiting. It's not as open as programming, doing your own thing. So I like it. I'm gonna play it some more, definitely. I give it a 7 out of 10, mainly because there was a glitch that basically I had to go all the way back to the beginning of the game because I had to save, which really was my fault. But I feel like you know, a glitch like that should have been addressed. But other than that, I really like it. I'm definitely going to finish it as far as I can go. And thanks for watching. Check it out. Look in the description, and check back next Friday for the next Indie Power Hour. Thanks for watching. Peace.